The woman I married is a good woman. She the best thing ever happened to me. She's God-fearing. She's loyal. She's faithful.
The lady I wedded is a decent lady. She the best thing at any point happened to me. She's God-dread, she's dedicated. She's unwavering, and she's a sort and cherishing individual music. I'm in the groundbreaking industry. I'm not in the spirit-saving business. Am not able to do that. I descended here to move away, get in some nature, do some fishing. Someone works for me on my Twitter, put an explanation out that was thoroughly pessimistic. I must get a sense of ownership with it since they work for me. Had nothing, he didn't wed into no land lap of wealth. I had nothing, I got to get some stuff together. She got out whatever I said, child. I ain't actually got nothing. Steve Harvey has quite recently defied his own protector in the wake of blaming his better half Marjorie Harvey for being untrustworthy. Yet, I ain't got no time for rumoring tattleman God taking care of me. During a Monday broadcast of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, the humorist addressed everyone individuals who had a comment about his significant other, particularly the people who feel she had an influence in finishing his past marriage, and furthermore over tales that she went behind her significant other's back with an individual culinary specialist and guardian. He said, "Lady, I'm frantic, is a decent lady. He the best thing at any point happened to me. He's God-dreaded, he's devoted. She's steadfast as she's a sort and adoring individual. We had nothing, she didn't. She wed into no land lap of wealth. I had nothing, thank." E's 66-year-old then described the starting points of his relationship with Marjorie as per the family fight. Have Marjorie didn't enter the image until a year after his separation from Mary Shackelford was settled. I got separated in 2005. Harvey added, my marriage was over when the Lords of Parody was out. You all ain't have a clue about that. However, did you? It was over then. It did not merit a quarter. Then it took us this long to get to the separation. That is the point at which the authority desk work came out. He went on in 2005. I had nothing. I lost the public broadcast we were on in LA on May 23 RD. And I lost the main program I had on May 10th. Steve Harvey had no cash. Got with Marjorie on New Year's Eve, met her, conversed with her. She was with her children in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't wed into no wealth. I had nothing when I requested that she wed me toward the finish of 2006. Harvey made sense of that. Marjorie kept on remaining by him despite the fact that he didn't have anything to his name. In the long run, things turned out in support of Harvey, as any open doors were coming to him from everywhere. I think about what she remained with me in that, then think about what in 2009 I got family fight in 2009. The book turned out in 2012. The syndicated program came out. I'm letting you know this lady got flat broke and fabricated this with me. He did not take anything what's more. Steve likewise shielded his better half during the Put Fest 2023 in Atlanta on Sunday, August 27. In a TikTok video from the occasion, Harvey should be visible and heard starting off his presentation with "Man definitely." As the group rushed in praise, he proceeded with, I don't have any idea what you all doing yet. Find another thing to do in light of the fact that we fine rulers show kindness. Man, I ain't got no time for bits of gossip and tattle. God's taking care of me. Am actually sparkling now. Oh, you may be considering what might be said about the other party associated with these reports. William Enormous Blast Freeman isn't your conventional guardian hailing from the solitary Star Province of Texas. He is substantially more than simply a defender on his site suitably named Im Huge Black. Freeman gladly portrays himself as a commended relationship speaker, writer, and superstar protector. It's only one out of every odd day that you run over a guardian with such different gifts and goals. What makes the story considerably more fascinating is the set of experiences among Freeman and the Harveys. It was, in all honesty, Large Blast himself who purportedly assumed a significant part in uniting the VIP couple back in 2005. The conditions encompassing their underlying gathering have for quite some time been covered in secret, yet it was broadly accepted that Freeman's defensive senses and charming character had a huge influence in their sprouting sentiment, given the strange and to some degree eyebrow-raising history. The new cases of an undertaking between Marjorie Harvey and William Large Blast Freeman have raised in excess of a couple of eyebrows. Inquiries concerning the uprightness of the Harveys' relationship have turned into all the rage and the talk plant is stirring quicker than any time in recent memory as the bits of hearsay encompassing Steve Harvey, Marjorie Harvey, and William Enormous Blast Freeman keep on enthralling the public's consideration. A few upsetting subtleties from Freeman's past have become exposed, adding a significantly hazier layer to this tattle. Energized adventure fans and inquisitive spectators have volunteered to manage into Freeman's set of experiences, and what they've uncovered is out and out disrupting. Apparently, the Guardian might have an upsetting past, including the abuse of ladies. In 2017, media reports surfaced charging that William Freeman had a set of experiences as a previous pimp, a disclosure that sent shockwaves through virtual entertainment and online discussions. As per these reports, Freeman had a pimping past as well as had an upsetting propensity for boasting about it. His past profile, which has since been generally coursed internet-based, guaranteed that as a pimp, he went after ladies to acquire a feeling of force and self. The ramifications of such a disclosure are profoundly disturbing, particularly considering his job as a believed guardian and partner to Steve Harvey. What's more, the situation starts to get interesting with the inclusion of Steve Harvey's ex Mary Lee Harvey, who has as of late made a few unstable cases in a claim. Mary Lee asserts that William Large Blast Freeman has been going about Steve's filthy responsibilities, hinting that he employs impressive impact over Steve's own life. The declaration that Freeman assumes an essential part in Steve Harvey's own issues brings up various issues about the elements inside the Harvey family. Is it conceivable that Freeman's set of experiences and asserted association in Steve's own life have added to the flow bits of gossip and hypotheses encompassing the couple's marriage? Regardless, in the age of the web, where news went at the speed of light and bits of hearsay spread like quickly, a superstar standing is dependably in question. Steve Harvey, with his painstakingly created public persona, has wound up in a dubious circumstance. He has neither affirmed nor denied these cases openly, picking rather to allow his delegates to deal with the circumstance this quiet. While maybe a system move to keep away from additional contention has not slipped through the cracks, the absence of an unmistakable assertion from Steve Harvey has abandoned many pondering reality. These bits of gossip, although there is no substantial proof to help the cases of an undertaking, the sheer size of chat and hypothesis can be unfavorable to one's standing. It can likewise possibly strain individual and expert connections, particularly in the realm of showbiz, where picture and public discernment frequently mean everything. In the court of popular assessment, quiet can in some cases be understood as culpability. Steve Harvey's choice to stay hush about the supposed undertaking has energized the gossip plant, with each different sources and tattle sections making a move to make up for the shortfall with their own translations of the circumstance. This has made a feeling of vulnerability and disarray among the public, leaving them hungry for answers. Marjorie Harvey then again and answered the tales on Instagram with an article about being lied about. She composed, "My better half and I don't typically stop to address all the silliness and untruths that have been spread about us anyway. To whom much is given, much is required." She added, "I comprehend that with my foundation comes some kind of obligation to those that may not be areas of strength for however we may be perused, and share this with your friends and family that may not know how to appropriately adapt. God favor every one of you in the meantime." Hashtags and moving subjects connected with the Harvey embarrassment have surprised online entertainment, with fans and pundits the same sharing their contemplations, hypotheses, and in any event, making images and spoofs. One of the variables adding to the boundless interest in this story is the component of shock. Steve and Marjorie Harvey have, for some time, been viewed as a several an image of affection, achievement, and style. Their relationship has been depicted as a fantasy, with Steve frequently spouting about his affection and reverence for his better half in interviews and on his different TV programs. The supposed issue with quite a while Guardian is an unexpected development that no one saw coming, and it has left many contemplating whether the veneer of flawlessness has at last broken. Likewise, with any embarrassment, there are the people who accept the bits of gossip and the people who resolutely shield. Steve and Marjorie Harvey, allies of the couple, contend that the charges are unmerited and filled by a craving for melodrama. They highlight the absence of substantial proof and Steve Harvey's set of experiences of keeping his own life hidden as motivations to uncertainty. The bits of gossip when again, doubters contend that where there's smoke, there's fire. They accept that the bits of hearsay priority some premise and truth Given the tenacious idea of the tattle, they likewise highlight the way that it was William Hugh Blas Freeman who presented the couple in any case, recommending that he might have had ulterior thought processes from the start, without even a trace of substantial proof, and a reasonable proclamation from Steve Harvey. Reality stays tricky. Steve Harvey is simply attempted. He may safeguard his standing and he will lose. Eve will constantly dishearten Adam, one fan remarked. One more fan answered to the cases that Marjorie didn't have the supposed illicit relationship, saying, "Why not one out? And say it, for what reason is he in the middle of discussing how she was there for him when he was out for the count? A spouse can hold you down, help, and assist with building you, yet she can likewise betray you. Currently, did she cheat anyway? Isn't it all fairly puzzling that Steve hasn't out and out discredited these bits of gossip yet? We should be genuine. We can't rush to make any judgment calls until either Steve or Marjorie spills the tea and sets the record straight."